Unexpected exchange at London train station. Tommy Robinson questions Keir Starmer on public concerns. In an unplanned and closely watched moment, British political activist Tommy Robinson found himself in a brief public exchange with Labour Party leader Keir Starmer at a central London train station this week. The encounter, which took place in a calm public setting, has generated discussion across the political spectrum about the boundaries of public discourse, political accountability, and how elected leaders engage with critics in everyday spaces. Eyewitnesses at the station reported that Starmer, accompanied by his wife, was approached by Robinson, who asked him a series of pointed yet non-aggressive questions regarding key issues raised by many members of the public, including concerns about national security, free speech, and government transparency. The moment was captured on a smartphone and shared widely on social media, where it quickly sparked debate. Supporters of Robinson framed the interaction as an example of a citizen holding a public official to account, while others expressed concern about whether these kinds of unscheduled confrontations, particularly in personal or family settings, are appropriate. The interaction was short and, according to onlookers, remained civil throughout. Robinson did not raise his voice or engage in any threatening behavior. Instead, he used the moment to ask Starmer about what he sees as a disconnect between the political class and ordinary citizens, particularly those who feel their voices are being ignored or labeled unfairly in public discourse. Starmer, visibly composed, listened to the questions and gave brief replies without engaging in a prolonged discussion. His security team ensured that the situation remained peaceful, and the two men eventually went their separate ways without further incident. In a media statement later that day, a Labour spokesperson noted that the party leader believes in engaging with all members of the public, but emphasized the importance of ensuring that political leaders and their families feel safe and respected in public settings. Sir Keir will always defend the right to free speech, the statement read, but interactions with public officials should occur in a respectful and appropriate manner. As clips of the exchange circulated online, social media users were quick to weigh in. Some praised the encounter as a rare instance of unfiltered public accountability in a country where political messaging is often tightly managed. "It's refreshing to see someone ask tough questions face-to-face," one user commented. "Far too often, politicians are shielded from real conversations." Others, however, expressed discomfort with the setting of the exchange. "There's a time and place for political questioning," another viewer wrote. "Approaching someone at a train station with their spouse feels intrusive, even if the questions are valid." Several commentators called for a more nuanced understanding of the situation, noting that democratic societies depend on both the freedom to question public figures and the right of individuals to move safely through public spaces. Media ethics analyst Rachel Porter told the BBC, "We should be careful not to overdramatize or underplay situations like this. There's a balance to be struck between civic engagement and personal boundaries." Beyond the viral moment itself, the exchange has reignited long-standing conversations about trust in political leadership, the perceived distance between Parliament and the public, and the role of social media in modern political discourse. Robinson, known for his confrontational style, has long argued that mainstream politicians avoid answering difficult questions from those who don't align with the establishment. In his view, this contributes to a widening gap between decision-makers and ordinary citizens. For Starmer, the challenge is different. As a mainstream party leader, he walks a fine line between openness and security, especially in an age where political confrontation can quickly be amplified online. Many political observers see this moment as indicative of broader public frustration. With upcoming elections and political uncertainty on the horizon, citizens across the political divide are increasingly vocal in their demands for transparency, authenticity, and responsiveness from those in power. Whether this brief interaction will have any lasting political impact remains to be seen. What it certainly does is highlight the tensions that exist in the current political climate, tensions between access and privacy, accountability and civility, and public expression and personal space. Rather than framing the event as a victory or a failure for any side, perhaps it's more valuable to consider what it represents: the increasing frequency with which political conversations are happening not just in Parliament or televised debates, but in train stations, markets, and on social media. It's a reminder that politics is not confined to official platforms, it's present wherever citizens and leaders cross paths. And in a healthy democracy, that kind of spontaneous interaction, when conducted respectfully, can be a sign of an engaged and active public. What do you think? Should political leaders be more open to spontaneous public questions, or should there be clearer boundaries between public service and private life? Does this kind of interaction help or hinder productive political dialogue? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon for more balanced political coverage, live reactions, and real stories from across the UK. Stay informed. Stay engaged.